Vanity Fair by William Tеккерей.
If you had told old Sycorax that her son Caliban was as handsome as Apollo, she would have been pleased, witch as she was.
If he had had the courage, if George and Miss Sedley had remained, according to the former's proposal, in the farther room, Joseph Sedley's bachelorhood would have been at an end, and this work would never have been written.
If mere parsimony could have made a man rich, Sir Pitt Crawley might have become very wealthy. If he had been an attorney in a country town with no capital but his brains, it is very possible that he would have turned them to good account, and might have achieved for himself a very considerable influence and competency.
Only I wish you had sown those wild oats of yours, George. If you could have seen poor little Miss Emmy's face when she asked me about you the other day, you'd have pitched those billiard balls to the deuce. Go and comfort her, you rascal. If the Baronet of Queen's Crawley had not had the fear of losing his sister's legacy before his eyes, he never would have permitted his dear girls to lose the educational blessings which their invaluable governess was conferring upon them.
If Amelia could have heard the comments regarding her which were made in the circle from which her father's ruin had just driven her, she would have seen what her own crimes were, and how entirely her character was jeopardized. "I wish they would have loved me," said Emmy wistfully. "They were always very cold to me." "My dear child, they would have loved you if you had had 200,000 pounds, George replied.
But it wasn't considered the part of a gentleman in my time for a man to insult his father. If I'd done any such thing, mine would have kicked me downstairs, sir." Meanwhile, it is certain that our friend William Dobbin, who was personally of so complying a disposition that if his parents had pressed him much, it is probably he would have stepped down into the kitchen and married the cook, and who, to further his own interests, would have found the most insuperable difficulty in walking across the street, found himself as busy and eager in the conduct of Judge Osborne's affairs as the most selfish tactician could be in pursuit of his own.